Hola, mi gente. I hope you're all having a great day. I want to share the story of somebody that I met recently. Her name is Bianca. She is an entrepreneur now working in the island of Puerto Rico, which has a special place in my heart. I think that you can all benefit from connecting with Bianca if you find common ground. If you do so, please let me know. I can do an introduction, or you can just connect with her directly on the link below. In the 5-minute interview that we did, you're gonna be able to learn what she's up to, what her aspirations are, some of the things that she can teach you if you get to connect, or that she can learn from you if you get to connect as well. So enjoy. All right, hi everybody. My name is Sebastian. I want to introduce you to Bianca. I think her story is phenomenal. And so we'll start, Bianca, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, yeah. Hi, I'm Bianca. I live in Puerto Rico, and I've co-founded a tech startup called Wander. We are making it easier for parents to find their kids. So it's like Find My iPhone, but for children who are too young to have a phone.
Nice. Bianca, I would love to share with my network a little bit about your story. Where you're from, where you're living right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, my story has kind of taken me all over the world, but I was born in the Philippines, and when I was 3, I moved to Canada. My dad's Canadian, my mom is Filipino, and we lived on a farm in Canada. My parents had a family business, and so I really grew up working in business every single day. And we spent 6 months a year in Arizona, kind of doing the same thing there. So it was kind of all over the map as I grew up. And when I was 13, I started a company with my family. It was a chain of discount department stores. And so I spent half of my life building that company and moved to the States when I was 26 and decided to pursue my passion. But first I had to figure out what that was.
Exactly. No, that's great. No, that's quite inspiring. I also come from a family of entrepreneurs, and that plants a seed in our heads of what we can do. Okay, so I have 4 questions I want to ask you. The first one is, what are you up to? What are you doing here in San Francisco? Like, what are you working on right now?
So I'm here in San Francisco for a few weeks, just talking about my business, getting feedback from people who've done it before, advisors, potential investors. And right now we're just working on validating product market fit. And we're going to be raising some money in the next couple of months, and just here laying the groundwork.
Wonderful. Another thing that I would love to share with my network is your ambitions. What do you want? How do you see yourself in the future? Like, what do you want to aspire to be, so that people can also get inspired a little bit about?
Yeah, well, one thing that's really important to me is something that I learned having been born in the Philippines and grew up hearing stories about how a family's life could change when they had access to resources that are normally not available to them.
Okay.
And so for me, part of what I'm doing with Wander, I think, is laying the groundwork for me to be able to help provide resources for entrepreneurs in the Philippines or Puerto Rico or anywhere else in the world, to just give them access to resources that aren't normally available to them, and to make that process of starting their own business and taking their lives into their own hands just a lot easier.
I think that finding that why is so important, right, for everybody out there trying to do something. And I'm glad to hear your why. It really connects the whole essence of what you're doing. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, so the other question is, what can people learn from you if they meet you? So if they connect with you on LinkedIn, or if they meet you at a networking event and they want to get to know you or learn from you, what can they learn from you?
Ooh, well, I love operations, and I love the operations of a small business and helping people strategize ideas or just finding solutions to problems that they have. When it comes to, I think, building a small business from the ground up, I don't think there's anything I haven't done before, nothing that I've come across in the last few years anyways. So that's something I'm definitely always happy to talk about. And I think, similar to you, I love connecting people. If somebody needs something in their life, they need a resource, if I can help them find it, I will.
And again, Bianca's in Puerto Rico, and so if anybody's out there as well, somebody that you can connect with, if you have questions about business, building your own business, I think that'll be a great resource for anybody out there. And we'll finish up with a simple question. If you get to meet somebody from my network, what would you like to learn? Or what is your ask for the people that are listening to this video, watching this video?
That's a really good question. My ask. I think right now it's definitely related to my business. There are some things that I haven't done in a technology startup. This is really my first time in the tech space. And so I think my ask would just be a little bit of your time. Let's grab food or a coffee, and I would just love to learn from your experiences.
Anything specific or anybody specific that you would like to meet?
Yeah, well, I think that this is my first time really working in a hardware startup and building technology. And so I think people who've brought a technology hardware device to market, I'd really love to learn about that and see see what pitfalls may lie before us so we can be prepared.
Wonderful. So yeah, if anybody out there has experience taking a product to market in the tech space, we would love to connect with Bianca. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be talking soon.
Thanks.